Just a interesting word for you on a Monday morning. I'm thinking about some people that you may have watched or may have known on YouTube who've been catching some flack, been a lightning rod for a while or recently, or even in the future. How's that sound? Anyone who has received any crap about decisions they've made in the past, about their past, I just want to address that this morning. The only man or woman without a past is Adam and Eve. Let's get clear about that. Let's get perfectly clear about that. Everyone has crap. Everybody. If I looked at your phone, if I looked at your browser history, I am sure there are things that you would not want the world to see. I guarantee it. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. You got something that you don't want other people to see, especially the world, let alone a few people. Like, for instance, I know people in the Manosphere, which is a gay nightclub as far as I'm concerned. I know about 6 guys that have had Johnsons in their tailpipes and that are Richard smokers. But you don't think they are. You don't know they are. And they would be crapping their pants because they're in the closet, so to speak. But yet they're run out of there. They're promoted as masculine, promoted as leaders. Really? I know guys that are out there bragging. I've been with 1,000 women. All right. Okay. I've been with a lot of women. I've told maybe about 6 people in my life. It's something I'm embarrassed about, I'm ashamed of, not something I brag about. I'm not going to make a course on how to get with women because I've been so successful. How to have sex with a lot of women. You know, in certain parts of, the world. That might be a popular topic. For me, it's an embarrassing topic. It's not something I need to brag about, but it's something that I do have some experience with. George Bernard Shaw said something about, if you have skeletons in your closet, make them dance. Just make them dance. Get them out there. Have them do a tap dance. Have them skeletons do a tap dance for everyone to see. For those of you, and I'm not condemning the guys, I'm not condemning the Johnson and the tailpipe guys. Okay? I'm not condemning them. And I'm not saying because, I stuck it in a bunch of women and you're sticking it in a bunch of men. I'm not saying that my sin is better than your sin. I do know that every person's sin has different sets of consequences. And as my dad used to say, if you dance, you're going to have to pay the fiddler. That's just the way it is. But here's a piece of advice about reputation. Number 1, make the skeletons dance. Simple as that. You never apologize. You can explain something and explain how you changed, but never apologize, ever. But make the skeletons dance. I don't condemn you. I do not condemn you at all. I'm not going to out people. I'm not going to expose people, which seems to be such a popular thing to do now. I don't know what the hell what that's all about. Like, putting someone else down is going to make you more money. As a matter of fact, it's already proven that putting other people down makes you go broke. And then you just get more mad and blame. Blame shifting is all about taking the crap off of yourself. That's all it is. That means the more you see people exposing people, the more skeletons they have in their closet, the more crap they have in their life, the darker browser history they have on their PC and their phone. That I can guarantee. Here's just a word of wisdom from an older guy. Everyone's got shit, including you. Walk lightly, because there will be a day that your shit comes to light. And if you see somebody being a lightning rod, getting a lot of flack, there's a couple things going on. Number one, they could be doing something really, really right. Okay? And there's a lot of jealous, envious people out there. Those are horrible sins, horrible vices. When you think of vices, most people think, alcohol, gluttony, but jealousy and envy are horrible vices just as well. And they're not real obvious unless you make them obvious. So people receiving a lot of flack and people who are being a lightning rod could either be doing something really right, or they did something really bad or questionable and they tried to stuff it down and hide it. When you see people like that, don't be a fanboy of their so-called demise. It's just a natural consequence. The crap that they're receiving is a natural consequence of what they did. There's no plot or anything like that. Eventually everything comes out somehow, some way. Your grandmother probably said, it all comes out in the wash. I never really understood what that meant, but I get it, though. But here's your homework assignment. If you see somebody who's taken a lot of shit, who's a lightning rod, how about sending them a private email, a private message, somehow, some way, not comment publicly on videos and social media. What I'd like you to do is send them a note saying, hey man, I've noticed that you've been taking some flack lately, or you've been a lightning rod lately. Happens to some of us some of the time, but we all have crap in our lives that we don't want other people to find out. And I know it must feel really bad right now. But hang in there, because the storm will pass. Hope you have a great week. Keep up the good work. A note like that might not be a bad thing to send to someone who you think is receiving a lot of crap right now. Because when it comes to social media, it seems like the world is against you. And again, there's those two lies. The two lies that really now come into play. Number one, you feel like you're the only one in the world that's getting hit by lightning. And number two, and that it's going to last forever. Both of those are lies. You can get through this. Don't overreact. Don't overreact. Respond, don't react. Delay your emotions, don't deny them. And have a plan of action to make the skeletons dance. Never apologize. But if you have to explain why you did what you did, the place that you were at that time, and how now you are different, you can actually return to favor with people as an inspiration versus having that curse follow you forever. He's the guy that did this. Oh, he's the guy that did that. It's a wake-up call for some. I can't protect everybody. I can't protect anyone or myself from the consequences of past folly. Can't do it. You just can't do it. So the goal now is to not repeat that folly and create 10 years from now, your next decade in 10 years is going to be considered your past. So you have the power over the past 10 years from now. Does that make sense? It's kind of a weird way of putting it, isn't it? The only people without a past are Adam and Eve. If you know someone who's receiving some crap right now, send them a note. Send them a word of encouragement. That's all I have to say. All right. Have a great Monday.